So there was a Grand Prix at Indianapolis. We'll talk about that. And Ford gets their first win of the year in the Cup Series. This is FR Racing's Garage Talk Weekend Recap. I'm DJ Flook.
I'm Erik Richardson.
What's your name? You don't know? You don't want to talk? Okay, fine. All right. This is the bashful one. The other one is with me this week. So, Erik, you spent some time in Indianapolis this weekend.
I did. Got to watch some practice on Friday, and then I was there for the race on Saturday.
And from your perspective, or at least the TV perspective, there was a lot of attention focused on the frustrations between Santino Ferrucci and Romain Grosjean. Could you tell at the track that the two were beefing with each other?
Oh yeah, it was the first couple laps or early on in the race there. They came together, and you could hear the crowd like, "Oh, here it is! Here it is! Oh, he ran him into the grass."
Yeah,
And then it just kind of went nowhere because they were never together on track again.
there was a early, I guess after the warm up, they were or practice or whatever, they were interviewing Ferrucci, and he made some comment of like, "I'm not here to make friends," but he goes, "There's the thing is like, I like him. He's a nice guy." But basically, this all started at Barber from their incident, and it just carried over. So
Yeah, it kept going. Then had a they were racing hard in warm up, and then it just kept going.
But Palou looked pretty dominant. Yet 2 years in a row at this event.
Yeah, I mean, once he got out in front, he just checked out and said, "See ya."
It really was all. But I mean, I didn't watch a ton of the race, but every time I seemed to tune in, it was pretty much a one-man show.
Yeah, Lundgaard was very good early, but then I think Palou ended up getting the undercut a little bit and came out in front, and that was it.
And Marcus Armstrong had a pretty good weekend too.
Yeah, P5. Would have been fun to see how the race would have finished had the caution not come out for Giotto's spin.
You know what? I did see that. That is yeah, that was interesting.
I was hoping it'd create a little bit of a battle, but green flag and Palou just took off.
Yeah, he was gone. So moving on to the Cup Series, Ford finally gets the win.
They did.
So Brad Keselowski gets his first win in like 3 years. His first win since leaving Penske.
So what, Talladega in 21?
Yeah, that was his last win. So it's that's a tough place to snap your stop it your losing streak, or I guess your winless streak. I guess not necessarily losing streak, but his win was set up because of a late race incident.
Yeah, I get Buescher's frustrations, but that's 2 weeks in a row that he's been right there for a victory and it's not gotten it.
Something happened. Oh yeah, and then it spilled over, and there was the confrontation on pit lane, and Reddick was apologizing. He's like, "Look, man, I wasn't trying to take you out. It just I feel awful, obviously, but I screwed up."
Yeah, I mean, you're under 20 laps to go. If you're Reddick, if I'm in his seat, I'm probably doing the same thing. Even though I've already got the win on the season and the playoffs, I want to win. And I had a run. And I agree. He put it somewhere that he maybe shouldn't have. But if you watch, Buescher was already bouncing off the wall before Reddick got there.
Did you see earlier in the race after Blaney had his incident with Byron and all that mess up, and Blaney came back onto the track and almost took out Byron in the process of coming on. Yeah, apparently he said that wasn't intentional. He actually lost control coming out and almost hit him.
Yeah, he was pretty frustrated after that.
He's like, I was just out there to let him know I wasn't happy with him, and I ended up almost taking him out.
Yeah, Darlington is.
Are you bored already?
It's hard to go 3 wide at Darlington. It's not a very wide track.
No, it isn't. And Kyle Busch in the truck race on Friday night self-spun on lap 2. And do you know, in his like 174 starts or whatever in the truck series, what are this? He's like 66 wins or something like that. That was the first time he's ever finished in dead last in a truck race.
That's incredible.
Yeah, just that guy is like the truck series. We talk about Ron Hornaday and Jack Sprague and some of those other guys, but Kyle Busch really is the truck series guy.
Yeah,
He
it's
just
kind of like
gets in a
an
truck.
underrated truck racer.
He just gets in the truck and he's just. I mean, I'm obviously he's very experienced up against a bunch of kids. It's almost a little unfair, but still, there's been plenty of experienced drivers that have come in and done a onesie twosie here and there over the last several years, and I mean he's just that good in a truck.
Yeah, and you had Chastain win on that night in a truck race
He did.
after the late restart.
He got his win in the truck. We got the smashed watermelon, so that was a lot of fun. As we've got some self dental work going on here, if you haven't heard. So we're up running out of time here, so be sure to check out at FR Racing Online on social media. Indy Racing World Series is off this week with the season finale next week, and Wednesday Night Dash is back this week from Gateway. It's going to be a tough one, and we might have a little bit of an announcement for the following week's race at New Hampshire coming up. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for listening. We'll see you for the full show at the end of the week.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Take care.
Yeah, and Addison says bye too, very clearly. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. We'll see you soon.